Hi, welcome to NetSet Today we will see how to load text file having a data set. Here I am taking a data set of summary of India COVID-19 in the form of TXT where I have date 26 April. It's 04. So I'll make a change. So here it is from 9 April to 26 April where we have confirmed rate, recovered rate and death rate. So I'll save this. So for loading text, I'll be writing np.loadtxt. Then I'll be giving the address of my txt file. And when I run this, I'll get all the data which this Jupyter notebook will read from this text file. Now let's play with this data set. Here we have date, confirm rate, recovered date and death rate. Now I want to transpose this. Here we have a data set in the form of date, confirm, recovered, death. Now if I have to transpose this, what it will do? It will convert from column to rows. That means we will have date, all the dates, then confirm rate, then recovered, and then death rate. And on this transpose, we want date. So what it will return? The value of date key. Whatever is there in date will be given in the answer. So let's check it out. Here we got all the dates in the transpose form as we have written here data.t. Now I want all the COVID sum in the form of mean. Here we have data where it is representing in the form of slicing. So let's understand what it means. Here it is giving the data and it says to give all the rows. First for rows and the second one is for columns. So it says here to give all the rows, that means this all rows should be printed, but from the columns it should give from first up to last. When here it is written 1 colon and it is blank over here, that means up to last it will be printed, but from first itself 0 will be ignored. So here when I compare, I got from 548 to last 48 values. Now let's play with this. I'll rub here. Now in rows, let's ask from first. In rows 1, that means the first row will be ignored. It will print from 10 April to the last, as in the last we haven't given any condition. But for the columns, it says to print all the columns. That means it will print from 1004 onwards to the last. So let's print this. Here when I compare, I got from 1004 to 48. But the first row will be ignored as we have given the condition from first row to the last. Here it asks to print argmax. Argmax, I have also discussed argmax in one of my video. Here I have a series of NumPy where I have started with 1D, 2D, 3D. Here I also told how to make array, how to do indexing. From the first, you can follow this. As it is a machine learning basics, you can have a complete command on NumPy by following this. So please refer it. Here it says axis is equal to 0. 0 is for column and 1 for row. Here we want on which date the highest confirmed rate was there. So for axis is equal to 0, it says to print the highest confirmed date but column wise. So when we see the data, here we can see for x is equal to 0, it will ask for the column wise, and here it has returned 15, 15, 15 for the confirmed 15, for the recovered 15, and for the 15 death rate. So when we see here, it is for 0. From 0 to 15, we can see on 15th index, it has the highest confirmed rate, recovered rate, and the death rate. That's why it has given the answer for 15 index as per this summary underscore India. Now let's see for axis is equal to 1. Axis is equal to 1 refers to row wise. Here, out of 1035, it will consider confirm as 0, recovered as 1, death as 2. So here it will return the index of the highest value whichever it is there from confirmed, recovered and death. As we can see, it is taking date also. So what we'll do, we will apply this slicing over here. So here I want row for column 1 onwards. So when I run this, we will get all the from confirmed onwards the data. Let's run this, and here we got from 1035 onwards to 48, where 1035 was the highest, the confirmed rate, so it returned 0. Similarly with 909 is highest as compared to recovered and death. Here also all confirmed rates are higher as compared to death and recovered. So it has returned 0 index. So argmax always returns the maximum index value. Now, if we need to take out the standard deviation column wise, as axis is 0, so it will return all the standard deviation for confirmed, recovered and death rate separately. Now let's see for sorting how we can sort here. Here we have given x is equal to an array. There are array in 2D where we have 5, 4, 6 and 2, 3, 2. It is an x. Now it wants np dot sort, which will be returned in y column wise as axis is equal to 0. Here it will compare 2 and 5. 2 is the smallest, so 2 will come first and 5 will come last. Here 3, then 4. In 6 and 2, 2 is the smallest value, so 2 will come first and then 6. So when we run here, we will get 2, 3, 2 and then 5, 4, 6. Now let's see row wise. So I'll change axis is equal to 1. So for x is equal to 1, what we will get? It will compare row wise. So it will check for the smallest value first. 4, 5, 6. Here 2, 2, 3. Let's verify. Here I'll run this, and here we got 4, 5, 6 and 2, 2, 3. Now here we have seen it has returned this np.sort to y. X has original matrix while Y has the sorted matrix. Now if I write x.sort, it will have the sorted array itself in X. So when I run this, here we will get 4, 5, 6 and 2, 2, 3 in X itself. Now for the other function, here we have argsort. Argsort, wherever this R comes, that indicates that we need to make changes in index. So here we have 5, 6, 3, 7. So its index are 0, 1, 2, 3. So here whenever it says argsort, we'll sort the array first, where we will have 3, 5, 6, 7 and its respective indexes. For 3, it is 2. For 5, 0, 6, 1, and 7, 3. Here, whenever we write arcsort, the indexes will be returned to J. So when I print J, we will get all the indexes, which is 2, 0, 1, 3. Now if we want values, we will print the index in the bracket and the set. Now let's see the important concept, broadcasting. Here in broadcasting, let's understand this with an example. Here we have an array from 40 to 80 and in the interval of 10. So I'll write 40, then 50, 60 and then 70. Last value will always be ignored. And then it says the tile. Tile means whatever the value will be there with the NumPy array will be replicated. So 3 refers to rows and 1 will be columns. That means to repeat this value row wise and the column wise, where it says rows should be 3 times. So we will have 3 rows and 1 column. But what if we have here 3, 2? Here we will have 3 row structure with 2 columns. The same here we will have 2 times. When I change from 1 to 2 for columns and when I run this, we will get columns 2 times and 3 rows will be there in each columns. Now let's make it original 1. We will get the same with 3 rows and 1 column. Now in the next, it is asking for to transpose it. So here we have this row 40, 50, 60, 70. This will be converted to columns. 40, 50, 60, 70 will be converted to columns and here for the columns. Now in the next, it says to make another array with array 2. So I'll make another array with the name ARR2 where I need to have np.array 10, 20, 30. So here it says to have ARR2 of 10, 20, 30, whereas in ARR1 we already have the transposed form 40, 50, 60, 70. So when it asks to have addition of ARR1 and ARR2, so here this ARR2 will be replicated in 3. So this ARR2 will be getting added to ARR1 with 40, 50, 60, 70. Here we will get 50, 60, 70, 80. Then the same will be added column 1 and then this will be added to column 2. This is the concept of broadcasting, where we have 3 columns displayed as in ARR1. Then this ARR2 will be replicated in 3 forms and will get added to ARR1. Now when we see its shape, let's have this from 0 to 40. So I'll have 0, 10, 20 and 30 in the interval of 10. And when it is asked for shape, we will have the dimension as it is a 1D. So it will just give 4 for the column. So we will have just 4 comma for 1D. And we want to add new axis or we want to convert from 1D to 2D. We can simply write np.newAxis by giving the slicing the full index, that means the all values with new axis. So for adding new axis, we can write np.newAxis. Verify this by just putting ARR3 and when I run here, the all values are as same as 0, 10, 20, 30. With this, new axis will be added so that it will be converted to 2D array. If we want to flatten this, 100, 300, 500, 200, 400, 600. This is an X, and I want to flatten this. I can simply write Ravel function over here. With the help of this array will be flattened, so that we will get 100, 300, 500 first row and then second row. Now the next thing, it asks to transpose first. The complete row will be becoming column 300, 500, and then 200, 400, 600, and then it asks to flatten it. So we will use Ravel, and with the help of Ravel function, we will get all the values in a flattened form. See, first 100, 200, 300, 400, and 500, 600. It will flatten as per row. Now for the next, if we want to see the shape of the array, here we have 2 cross 3. The first 2 is for row and 3 is for column. Now we want the transpose form of Z. So first we will write Z, then we will transpose it first, and then it is asking for Ravel, so that array can be in flattened form. So as it flattens in the row form, we will get 100 first, then 1200, 500, 1400, and then 15, 1600. We got in the form of flattened form. Now again, if I want this flattened form into the original shape, so I can directly write reshape, and I need to give 2 into 3 is 6, otherwise it will give error. And with the help of reshape, we will get the original array. Now the next thing is resize. Here first let's have an array of y from 0 to 2, and here it says to resize it up to 6 digits. As it is a 1D, so it will be 6 comma, but 6 refers the 6 digits should be there in row. So what it will do, it will add 0 at the last, so that the total number of digits will be 6 over here. But it only works when we are resizing on the variable itself. It never returns. Now, if I reference here z is equal to y, and then if I try to resize it, it will give value error. Here, referencing doesn't work. So this is all about NumPy. Now, after NumPy, I'll be coming up with Pandas series, and also I'm coming up with new concept on machine learning basics in a very descriptive way. So please refer it. And please like my video and do subscribe my channel. Thank you.